All right, we are here with Dylan, about to show off his Jank deck for the Jank Edison deck event. What were we playing here, Dylan?
We were playing the coolest non-official alien card ever in the world.
Oh yeah, why the fuck isn't this an alien? All right, what does this do for people who don't know?
So Zeta Reticulant is a level 7 dark fairy monster. Its effect is, if this card is in your graveyard, if a monster your opponent controls gets banished, you can summon a level 2 Eva token, which is a level 2 dark fiend monster. It is 500 attack, 500 defense, and it stacks for every single copy you have in your graveyard.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
It has a second effect where you can special summon it from your hand as long as you have 2 Eva tokens on the field to tribute for it.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's cool.
It comes up. It's not really relevant. You just really want the tokens.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about this card is that because it stacks, you can block things like Royal Oppression because this is a mandatory effect. So if you have multiple copies of this card, it's just like trying to
chain blocking it?
Yeah, it's basically chain blocking because they're all mandatory. If you have the space, you have to summon them.
So can they negate one of the 3?
You can negate one, but you get 2 others.
Oh, I see.
That's what actually happened today. I was playing against Gravekeepers. He Royal Oppressioned me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I still get 2 tokens. He's like, I can't do each one separately. He's like, no, because it's mandatory. I have to activate them.
And are there other cards that summon Eva tokens, or is this like
No,
the
this
only
is the only card?
It's so random. All right, cool.
So basically the deck plays very similarly to that of Value Turbo. You had to play 2 Armageddon Knight, 2 Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher is inherently a lot stronger because this is essentially your Sirocco.
Yeah.
So you summon and you dump one.
Yeah.
You play 1 Necrogardna. You play 1 Chaos Sword because you play some light targets to help mill.
Yeah.
Tragodia. I would play Gores, but the thing is, this deck is incredibly back row reliant, so you cannot rely on Gores.
I see.
It just never comes up to the point where like I wish I had Gores. It was always a situation of if I either have Gores, I don't have like 3 or 4 back row set.
Yeah, that makes sense.
1 Jank Synchron. 1 Plague Spreader. For the Jank tournament, we only could play 1 Caius. I would play 3 of this card if I could. This is the best trade-up card in the entire game because you have a token, you summon it, you banish a card, you have another token, you just keep.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize that was the rule. They said you can only play 1 Caius.
You can only play 1 Caius today. If you were to play this deck on an official basis, I would play 3 of this, obviously.
Right. Were there any other cards you could only play 1 of?
It was like Hamster Riker, Caius is limited, the Frog Engine's
one of every
limited.
frog.
Oh, any of like the main engines, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
1 Sangan to search, Card Trooper. My dad, who was very, very supportive today.
Nice.
1 Raikou because of the ruling. I played 1 Lilac because I was afraid of back row, and I felt like playing 1 Raikou and just having 1 charge was really bad, so I wanted like the next best thing.
Yeah.
The funny spice that I only got off once. If I were to play this again, I'd probably play 1 copy of this for fun. 2 Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. The reason why is because when this card is on the field, you can pay half your life points and destroy every card on the field and then banish them. So this does trigger this also, just like how it would be for Bottomless or Knock.
Oh.
Yeah, so this benefits you because...
How do you get this out, though?
You tribute 2 tokens.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have a lot of tribute fodder. That's like the nice thing about this deck. And then also this to facilitate that, because it is a dark monster.
So this is basically the replacement for Caius, since you can play the extra Caius.
Yeah, but also it gets rid of everything, so that's kind of nice too.
Yeah.
But like, then if we go on to spells.
That's cool. Wait, what are the Junk Synchron targets?
The Junk Synchron target is just Plague Spreader and Raikou. If I was to play this on an official capacity, I'd probably play 2 more Raikou, obviously.
Yeah.
Raikou is just really keeps the deck moving.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, 1 charge.
Yeah.
Aroda, Heavy, MST, Allure, Braincon. 1 Dark Core. This card is essentially just discard a card, target a face-up monster your opponent controls and banish it. It is nice because it doesn't destroy like something like Bottomless here would.
Right.
So because of that, it just removes it from the field and it triggers the Zeta Reticulant immediately.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And then for traps, this is like traps are the things that make this deck go round. It's 2 Bottomless, 3 Deep Prison.
Yeah.
3 Karma Cut.
Makes sense. And these all trigger the...
They all trigger.
Yeah.
That's like if these cards didn't exist, I don't think I would play this deck.
Right.
Solemn, Dust Shoot, Torrential Mirror Force.
Nice.
And then for the extra deck, it's pretty standard. 1 Armory Arm to climb.
Yep.
I never actually make this card to do like the extra effect. 1 Catastor, 1 Android, 1 Junk Warrior, because not only because it is a valid opportunity to make this card with the Junk Synchron, but sometimes you'll end on like a ton of like 3 or 4 tokens.
Yeah.
So you'll gain like 1,000 or even 1,500 attack, but your opponent was like be staring at a 4K monster.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
1 Goyo, 1 Brio, 1 Uruquise, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Dark End Dragon, 2 Stardust because I side deck 1 copy of Starlight Road.
Yeah.
Thought Ruler, Colossal Mistworm, which actually came up a lot more than I'd like to admit today.
Just the tokens, right?
Yeah, and then 1 Chimera Tech because I was afraid of machine players.
Nice.
And then for the side deck, of course, before I do that, we also I love my tokens. They're very important. We gotta make sure these boys they hit the field as often as possible. But for the side deck, it's pretty standard because I was looking into like what would be played. So my logic might not be sound, but we have...
Yeah, people need to keep in mind, we built these side decks knowing other people are going to be playing Jank and not meta, right? So.
Yeah.
I'm on no side deck.
So, 2 Vanity's Fiend, 2 Kaiku, because I was thinking there's going to be a lot of Banish decks lying around.
Yeah.
2 DD Warrior Lady, because it once again facilitates the Zeta. It's good monster hate.
Oh, that's cool.
See you next time. Later.
2 Sidra for the Chimera Tech. 1 Lightning Vortex, 1 Mind Control, Knock because I knew inevitably we were gonna run into a Gravekeeper today, and I did.
And does it proc Zeta?
It is proc Zeta because the card gets destroyed and then it gets bashed, just like how it would be for Bottomless.
That's a cool synergy.
Yeah. One of this, I just never get. I regret not playing 2. But at the same time, I never got the opportunity to have a dark monster with that much attack on the field because, like I said, we only have 1 copy.
How much does Zeta have? Oh, Zeta's got 24.
It wouldn't work. It would work still, but the problem is that I never get the Zeta on the board. If I have the opportunity to summon the Zeta, that means something's going horribly wrong.
I see.
But like I said, if I had 3 Kaiaks, I'd probably just play 3 of this.
Yeah.
The 1 Starlight I mentioned earlier and 2 Dust Tornado because I hated back row, and it came out really clutch today because I was playing against a 6-hand player. And I was able to actually use the second effect when I set the MST. It's like, you can activate it's a quick play spell. I was like, oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
MST.
Nice.
So yeah, I was really afraid of back row hate, and I was correct on that theory. But yeah.
And then how many Zetas did you have what's the most you had at one time?
I had 3 at a time. When I was playing against the Gravekeeper player, I had all 3 in grave, and he just couldn't do anything because at that point I had knocked his spy. Granted, he had 1 in his hand, but it was still like, what is he going to do at that point?
Yeah.
This card is like really good, but it's really slow and it requires a lot of momentum.
Yeah. And without the Caiuses, how are you converting them? Are you just like beating them down with them basically?
Yeah, more or less, honestly, because you have so much removal. It's not the end of the world because it's just like, but like I said, I was pretty lucky because I was able to get Dad a lot.
Yeah.
And Dad was like the GOAT of the entire tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
I was never able to summon Chaos Work once. I really wish I could have.
Yeah.
But it just never came up. But yeah, no, like the Dad was like the MVP of today. Like every single time I saw him, it was like at the perfect moment. Like I could not have like made this shit up. It was like some Yugi Moto bullshit.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, how convenient, Dad. And then like there are other games where I just opened it and I would just be like, I'm just gonna play it slow and see what happens, and then just Dad when I was ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the profile, Dylan. Cheers.